This switch palace switch is melted by fireballs. Let me show you how I got here. The red shells in this level are special. Jumping off of them will give me access to fire flower. I can use my fireballs to both melt ice and to flip on-off switches. I'm gonna need both of these shells, so I juggle up the Buzzy Beetle, shell jump off of the red shell, and then give the beetle to this blue Koopa. I'm gonna melt both of these ice blocks, use Yoshi to get back over to the shell, respawn Yoshi, and regain fire flower over here. Both of these blocks get melted, and I do a big shell jump over to the pipe. In the second half of the level, we need to climb all the way up to the top and then go into a door. A kicked throw block can be spun off of, and as I'm spinning, I'm also shooting fireballs the entire time. I get into a little bit of a rhythm as I'm climbing up where I melt the ice blocks, take some damage, regain my fire flower, and then repeat. I just barely have enough invincibility frames to make it in the door after taking damage. After I hit the P-switch, I have a limited amount of time to get over to the right and press the switch palace switch to win. This was wrong. Spinning, I can only get a high bounce off of Spinies or Rexes. Whenever I need to get a high bounce off of a swooper, I need to break my spin jump first by touching the ground. I have to re-grab through all of these swoopers here. That means pressing and holding the jump button after I've bounced on them. That will prevent me from getting my high bounce, but decrease my gravity to give me more horizontal distance. I really like off-screening and respawning this Rex here to use him a second and third time. We're going up and riding the Spiny around these death blocks. A quick couple jumps to the door, make sure you don't slip off. This room looks like it's going to be a nasty jump, but you're actually not allowed to jump at all in this room. So I just kind of trust that walking off is going to work. My time for this level was 11 minutes and 32 seconds. That put me in 8th place out of 15 racers who finished.
Welcome to ROM Hack Race Suite 11. This is called Generic Desert Temple by Gemstones. That blue coin there is showing where to jump from, and that it needs to be a spin jump to bounce off of the Pokey and the Lava Lotus safely. The saw there isn't really a danger if you move quickly. You need to bounce off of the left side of the blue Koopa there. That kicks him out to the right and leaves a shell behind for us to do a shell jump off of. And you can get through this fire either by climbing down through it or by jumping over it. We have a quick shell surf here. Then we grab the throw block. That lets us break the cracked stone block to get through the wall. Jumping off that shell gave us a little bit more time for the mushroom to fall. We needed to break the turn blocks and to damage boost. It's pretty straightforward to spin off of the saws and thwomps here. The gray shell we see up ahead is a double bounce shell. It keeps moving after we jump off of it the first time. And then it's just a thwomp standing between us and victory. Cookie's time for this race was 5 minutes and 34 seconds. That put him in 4th place out of the 22 racers who finished, but number 1 in my heart.
I was waiting for the Kaizo block, not the Rex. This is Rex Rainbow County, the first level from Super Dram World 3. We have an absolute plethora of different kinds of Rexes in this level. We saw the yellow Rex in the beginning, he just runs at me as fast as he can. We have the winged gray Rexes, who travel forward and bounce along the ground. Of course, here are the mostly standard blue Rex, who goes faster after he shrinks down. We have the winged blue Rexes. They swoop down and then back up. They also run significantly slower than most of the other Rexes, making me survive under that bouncing gray Rex for a little while. Rexes are also a little special. They're one of the very few enemies that when you spin on them, you get a full bounce off of them instead of just going straight down through them. We've already seen a gray Rex come out of a block before. This one's gonna run really fast once he's squished down. I need to catch back up with him and use him to get to the ending. I'm still not safe until I touch the midway, where we're also introduced to the red Rexes. Oh! Alright. They squish down and then shortly afterwards return back to a normal full Rex state. We're also going to see a blue clapping chuck up ahead. Just like a normal clapping chuck, if you're high enough above him, he's going to jump up and clap. He just jumps way higher than most. And then we've got a little survival section with the red Rexes. We're waiting for the green Koopa to walk far enough to the right for me to jump off of him. We have to handle this throw block carefully. It'll collide with enemies and break, and it can't touch the net. That's a sprite killer, which would just make it disappear. And we're gonna ride this Disco Rex here. We can do normal bounces off of him an infinite number of times and he won't break, but he does get destroyed by a spin jump. The clapping chuck up ahead is the hardest part of the level. It's really hard to time bouncing off of him. And because of what happened at the midway, I'm expecting more trolls. That's so funny, Panga! That's hilarious! Hello, good morning. I had some problems this morning. My power was out for hours. Hours. And my power company also does my internet. So hopefully everything's gonna stay fine. It crapped out for a second right at the beginning, but it's been solid ever since. But Adam is here, Mac is here, Big D, and Carissa, welcome in. We're back to Super Joe Bros 2. This is our 268th Kaizo ROM hack of Super Mario World. Beginner Kaizo ROM hack of Super Mario World. Smoking Auditor, thank you very much for that gift membership to Yay Boy. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're ready to get started. Let's go. Derv's Stone Sanctum. We beat the secret exit on this. There was a hidden pipe I had to go in. Gotta watch out for those munchers. Those aren't actually munchers, they're falling spikes. But they look like munchers. So give an update on the TikTok situation, because I know everyone's dying to hear about it. They have given me an identical response 11 times in a row now. Their response has been related to nothing I have asked about, and their response is also inaccurate. They're doing a real bang-up job. I can probably go in that pipe. But I'll never know. Hey, Sparkle Chris. I'm trying not to pull on your hair, kitty cat. I know. Groggy's Garrison. I need to go and check on the status of Mori's Multi-World. I have finished 3 out of my 4 games. The only one I haven't finished is Zelda 2, and to my knowledge, Zelda 2 is still completely locked. There are no more checks that I can do for that game. Yo, Snippo, thank you for making this hack. Suddenly, viewer level stream. That was a quick one. That was a really quick one. 2 players lost wood. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think I said this with Joe Bros 1, because I think it also had a level named after 2-player. It's weird seeing S&W levels named after 2-player, because 2-player is he's an extremely talented Mario Maker 2 player who plays with one hand. I don't know that he's ever delved into SMW. Wow, I can't believe I jumped into that. That was Maggie Moo. I didn't see. The garden, I managed to kill everything. Everything. I might try and get a late start again. Barbarous Bridges. Hey, Teresa, thank you for the heart me and go popular.
Hello there.
Yeah, I'm just... I don't know. Not attentive enough for a garden, I guess. Imagine dying to that shell. That's such a funny shell to die to. Riddle me this! It's a level with 2 exits. Okay. I don't see anything to turn back for. If there's something there, it's well hidden. Hey Andy, good morning. Thank you very much for the heart me. I wonder if I go in that pipe. I guess not. I've tried. I'm pretty sure that would have been successful if it was possible. It'd be a good spot for a secret, I think. Thank you very much for the heart me go popular and super popular. Nice. Even the mushroom is unhappy. Alright, well there's that. I need to turn down the volume for myself.
First blood.
Congratulations on being first, Sparkle Fritz. The Voipa's Palace. That's so mean. I was so excited because I thought I got the yum. Hey, Marius, good morning. It's a pipe. Tell me you got the yump this time. Oh, you also turned blank into block. Nice. I got up right when my alarm started going off. My power was out. It was great. Whatever the problem was, it was literally right next door, too. Because the truck and the crew were out there working. And Spike was in here doing his job. There we go. Yeah. I've been hearing all about the Texas rains.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
Hey, Caleb. AD's Oof Troop. Ness, thank you so much for the heart me. How are you? Good morning. Is there... I don't think there's a secret in this level. At least not a secret exit. Orb. Castle Courtyard, and this one does have 2 exits. I see it. To proceed, you must find the 2 hidden switch palaces, or you can skip them with 2 mid-airs. I'm good, thanks. That's so much harder. Let's do the other half of Castle Courtyard, and we'll do the castle as well. Hello, Perry. Hi, kitty cat. Hi, kitty. Arian. Rooms for rent. A cape? Yeah, this is advanced. Okay, I need to get P speed there. That's because they're stretchy. It's part of what helps them run fast. Sounds like a choosing beggar to me. I need to avoid taking damage. I guess hit that way earlier? Or maybe we're fine? I'm pretty sure that that block under the door does damage to you. Yeah. So I couldn't have survived that. Okay, we'll jump. Bane was weird last night. She doesn't usually, like, get up and directly interact with me. Sometimes she bites my feet because she wants something. Last night, she was on my desk and she was, like, biting my arm. Which, I mean, I guess I commend her for trying to communicate that she wants something. I just don't know that it's the best method. Or whatever it was she was asking for, which I still don't know what it was. She was also asking me to pet her. Which, Bane is not a cat that usually wants to be pet. I don't think she knows what she wants. Crazy cat. Thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Hey, Ashley, thank you for the heart. Good morning, how are you? Bye. That's a weird one. That's a really weird one. Oh, I'm doing just fine. I'm trying to make sure that I go back to getting video uploaded every day. That's the goal. I should be able to do... My goal is 3 videos per day, but I'll settle with 2 if I can make it stick. That needs to be a fire flower. Still fighting with TikTok? I sure am. They have resorted to pretending to respond to me by giving me the exact same response now 11 times in a row. Need to hold jump there. It really is. It really is. Oh. How did I miss that? Hey, Christina. No. People use it because that's where an audience is. They are actively hostile towards creators, though. I see it even with, like, non-gaming creators. TikTok plays the same mind game with all of us. They're, really trying to lean heavily on getting people to buy views, which is really scummy. Hey, Chris! Thank you for the heart me. What kind of Mario is this? This is an advanced difficulty Kaizo ROM hack of Super Mario World called Super Joe Bros 2. This is the 268th beginner difficulty Kaizo ROM hack that I have played in my beginner Kaizo marathon. Chris, I've been meaning to tell you that this upcoming Friday, we're gonna do a fork knife stream in the evening. and you know, you are welcome to join if you want to. Like, totally welcome. It'll be way easier for me if it's, if you wanted to join and, we're able to get in a Discord call. Probably should have ducked. Sounds good. Yeah, you're totally welcome. I went and spent a good, it's hard for me to say how long I spent making a layout for Fortnite, because I needed to get a screenshot of what the game looked like, exactly what the game looked like, so I could move stuff around and get it to go up properly. And as a result of needing to get that screenshot, I ended up playing an entire match. It took like second place or something. Yeah. All right. It's probably because they're trapped in a room full of spikes and the undead. Thank you. Still no sign of Shadowling. You feel like he may be close by. Maybe try looking harder? I did the thing that, I think helps me learn to play a new game the fastest, which is I jumped in with people who already knew what they were doing. Zaddy's big day out. Motor skills. To change your jump midair, simply press A or B. This room's for Zakfection. I don't know who that is, Barb. That is something Barb would say. Oops, motor skills. Okay. Wait. What does that mean, roughing at Disney? Sarcasm? Is it sarcasm? I gotta keep my slope speed. I need a little bit of a higher jump. And I need to not slow down. Yeah. Sounds about right. Okay. And then there's the saw. All right. Super duper quick hack. Especially compared to the last one. Marley kicks glass. I commented on Katoon's video about the glass blocks in this level are special. You can wall jump and stick to the ceiling with them. Use them to keep your pea speed. I commented on Katoon's video of Mario's Superior Platforming Physics Challenge. Is that Leetfool? No, this room's from Marley MM. Basically just thanking Katoon for making a video showing the proper strats. Because he was saying that he had to do some save state practice to figure out how to beat the hack. Which, since I don't have access to save states, it would have taken me forever. Full jump. And he replied back saying that he thought that that hack should have been somewhere in Master instead of Advanced. And I think I agree. That was a very precise hack. Like, even beyond the fact that it had massively different physics than everything else, just the precision involved was way higher than everything else that we've been seeing. Morning, Dana. I somehow need to slow down less. Uh-oh. Who's pushing buttons? Off the keyboard. I've got two cats sleeping on the desk, and one of them has the keyboard, the other has the mouse. They're trying their hardest to mess things up for me. There we go. Move your little cat paw. You're in the way. Reznov's Cape Escape. Cape level. Okay.
Also, hi, kitty.
Okay. Yeah, these have all been pretty quick. It's 2021 exit hack. This is the 21st exit. We've gotten through the whole thing in less than 50 minutes thus far. I think there's one level after this, and then also I think optional challenges that we'll take a peek at, but I'm not going to commit to doing all of them. I don't know what the song is from. Hey, Insanit. I didn't make the hack, so I don't know where the song comes from. There you go. Yikes. Little sticky fly there. Thank you for the heart, me insane. No.
You dare to refuse my bajol?
Mario? Yeah. Really? Right in front of my orb? Yeah, the Cape Slam, I think, is actually completely optional. I'm pretty sure you can get away with not doing it. Well, maybe I shouldn't be trying to prove a point. Frame rolls. Frame rolls. Thank you very much for that share. I appreciate that. Dana, thanks for the heart me and go popular. Whoops, I'm dead. I wasn't getting past the block wall that turns into coins. I did the wrong kind of jump. Orb! Credits! Joe, it's a me, Shadowling. I've been waiting here for such a long time. Don't you remember asking me to come over? Yeah, generally. What a gamer, thanks for playing my hack. Wolf Guy. R. Riddle, for whom this hack was made. I didn't do Maker... No, actually I did do Maker yesterday. I did a little bit of multiplayer. Which... I'm super unhappy with multiplayer in Maker 2. Tested by Genbu, a coiled viper, Derv82, and Marley MM. Super Jodokus 1, 72 olds. Shoutouts to a coiled viper, Jinbu, Derp82, Marley MM, Super Jodokus 1, Dakfection, Juzzcook, Jikurain, Barb, Arisen Dead, Chris G ____ to playa. Was that Chris with a super fan? Thank you very much, Chris. I forget which section of the credits these are. Space Pig. I haven't seen Space Pig in forever. I hope he's doing well. Yeah, playing Nova Project was a really good time. Inspired by Jump 1 and 2, Quickie 1 and 2, Grand Poo World 1 and 2, Super 1 and 2, Invictus, Learn to Kaizo, Super Mez World, I don't know that one, Super Moo World, Akogare, Hyperion, No, I'm getting rid of all the people's names in the credits. All I'm trying to do is catch the spring. In flight. Oh yeah, that would do it. Thank you. Yes, you. I hope you had fun and learned a few things. Wolfie. The end. Imagine if I crushed myself inside the wall there. That would have been very funny. Extra stuff. Keep the timer going. This level does not count towards the exit total. Spawn shells with L or R. There are 6 rest stops to help. Can you make it to the top? Yeah, we're not doing this. You actually were able to skip the credits. Alright, we'll make sure we got all 21 exits. 21! Let's go ahead and pick the next hack. First we get the difficulty. It's either going to be intermediate or advanced. Intermediate is the easier of the two. Hey, we've got another intermediate. Let's bring up the intermediate wheel and give it a spin. See what we got. There's not very many. Super Sigma World. It's another first name butt hack. Alright. Let's grab this one. While I'm getting stuff sorted out, let's hide the wheel. And let's say thank you. Thank you to everybody who supported me. I really, really appreciate it. Special shout outs to Chris Skywalker, the Smoking Auditor, and Andy for throwing the most support my way. I really appreciate it. Sigma World. This is the last intermediate first name butt hack.
Yeah, you tell him, Spiky Spike.
Super Sigma World. These cats sure are making things difficult. Alright. Hey,
This
Zach.
is a
Yeah, I'm doing
big
pretty
thank
good.
you to everyone's favorite green bird who's provided hours of entertainment for us. We love you. Squawks from Donkey Kong Country.
Why is he spitting peanuts? It's peanuts, right? Why? Alright. I think everything is ready. Super Sigma World by first name, but get off the keyboard. Off the keyboard. Do you need to be moved? Do you need to be moved? Get off the keyboard. 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you, SJ. Welcome to Super Sigma World. Have fun, no secret exits, good luck on your Kaizo journey. He's gonna break things. He's gonna break things. H? No. No. He's such a bad cat. Papa Jiku. Dang. I should have had that one. Boppin' Benny. Okay, well the coin was just like... be up here. I could have ignored it. Oops. I thought that was a faster platform. I misread that. See, look. You don't even have to get that coin. I think this was a very early first name bud hack. He's being very, very generous with setups in this. We got Deben. Yeah. I was considering going much earlier there, and that would have been a bad choice. That chuck doesn't even do anything. 26. Ah, I see. I should have paused for the ads. It's fine. It's fine. Asmon's Lair. Came out of that pipe a lot faster than I expected. Almost did exactly the same thing again. Stage? Okay. So I need to be focusing on throwing the spring as I'm on the way up. That will prevent me from getting stuck on the spring. That was a cool sound. Oops! Thank you very much for that follow, I really appreciate it. Or... just at the right height to hit that shell. Catman. Hey, cheeseburger. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I think I could have gone right away without waiting for the bony beetle there. It wasn't a big time sink anyway. Wow. Hey, Turtle. Don't worry, Fortnite is coming on Friday. Sussy bloke. H? That was interesting. That first Super Koopa stopped me from going further up. Isn't he, though? Did he already play Nova Project? I wasn't, able to check. Spig Peak. Or Space Pig. First name Bud is also from the Mario Maker community. Original. That's a spin! Not really. I'm okay. I don't, really play rank. Team Fortress 2 used to be my #1 game. That was a long time ago. So I've played first-person shooters. Like, that was the one that I was good at. I could go in Team Fortress 2 and consistently get the top of the leaderboard. Quackies for K24. I was a Pyro main. Pyro main, I really liked being a demo knight. I was okay with Soldier and standard demo man. Playing as Spy was exhilarating, but I was terrible at it. And I was a decent medic. I played pretty much everything except for Scout and Sniper. I did have a couple of moments playing as Scout, but Sniper was always a disaster for me. Plus, Scout is right up... sorry, excuse me. Sniper is right up there with Spy, with classes that everyone always wants to play those classes. And you don't need a team with more than one Spy or more than one Sniper. So there's never room to play as those. I was really bad at Call of Duty 4. Really bad. No, I don't think I'm going to stream Team Fortress 2. Maybe as like a one-off, but... I've not played Team Fortress 2 in... probably 10 years at this point. Besides a game here or there. It's still around. It had been overrun by bots. I don't know if it still is. Gov does. Wahoo! There's a P-switch there. Got it. Almost a disaster. I think I'm too slow. Yeah. Yeah, stream's going just fine. Too slow again. The tough people in section, or at least a tight one. Dang. I was too low when I hit that shell. I wish there was a little more leeway there. I might have been able to, like, drop faster with the P-balloon in the beginning. Horngus! Thank you for the good luck. Oh. Custom spring, I think? Why was the shell gray? Hi, Happy Tom. Last time I did a Kaizo race was the Grand Finals versus Ratio for Season 4. I don't know who my next who my next opponent is in the Shells tournament. I think there's another match that has to be decided before I know my opponent. I do need to double check that though. Cookie's beard. I won. I am the champion of Kaizo Season 4. I need that. Guarantee it. Yeah. That's why I need it. Yeah, it's, them being twins is very, very, very long established. XKCD 10,000 and all that. Crying and pooping. Should be the last exit. It is the last exit. Need the spring. Well, I kind of wish that I had more time for Yoshi to grow up. Yoshi can walk on those. Crying and Pooping was the name of that level. Please leave, Yoshi Paw. Super Sigma World. A hack by First Name Butt. Built in the Flux Space ROM by SJ and Charlie the Cat. I think realistically, SJ has done most of the work, but it's good that he's giving some credit to Charlie the Cat. Stuffs by People. I could go for Oreos. Playtesters. Bracky, The Reckless Dog, Sal Sanity, Tara Branford. That's weird. Thank you for playing. I hope it was fun. You are now a crusty butt. D:. Dedicated to all my buttheads. Alright. We'll just reset, make sure we got all 14 exits. That's great that people are releasing things. I will continue to play what I'm playing. 14 exits! Alright, let's spin the next hack. Head. First name Butt, last name Head. This was ROM hack number 269. Nice. In the Beginnerthon. Let's spin the next hack. First, we pick the difficulty, either intermediate or advanced. It's an advanced hack. If I were to do this again, I would probably just have one wheel. Let's bring up the advanced wheel and give it a spin. Nothing on here I think I'm afraid of anymore. Hey, Shelltopia! It's the beginner shell hack. Where is Shelltopia? There you are. Gotten to the point where I'm not even searching the spreadsheet anymore. I'm just visually inspecting it and grabbing the row. Shelltopia. After I finish, I need to go through and play the stuff that's released in the intervening time span. So, I know there's still some more beginner Kaizo playing that's going to happen in the near future after this. Sheltopia. And then I'm probably going to continue with the wheel and play hacks that look good and spin a wheel to pick which one I'm going to play. Because I think I like spinning the wheel. We get some treats to Spiky Spike real quick. Thank you for pushing us over 20,000 likes on TikTok. Hi, buddy. There's my goodest boy. What a gentleman. All right. Somehow I got dog hair on my face. Actually, it was cat hair. Alright. Let's go ahead and swap on over to Sheltopia. Sheltopia, an advanced tack. I don't know about that one. A whole cantaloupe pit? What? Cantaloupes don't have pits. They have seeds. Teresa, thank you so much for the capybara gift. Spike hasn't really gotten into stuff. He threw it up. Well, that's good. Seeds are generally a bad thing to eat. Wait. Oh, do I have the wrong thing running? No, we're good. Sheltopia! Which I've played a couple times. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, a mango. Oh. Practice house. Good practice. Cloudy shell. This is probably a hack that is optimized to death, and thus probably wouldn't be very much fun for me to speedrun. Did he just flip us the bird? That guy's way past cool. Back in my day, beginners had shells retriever, and that was it. What a weird sticky ceiling. What a very weird sticky ceiling that is. You stick to it until you press the down button on the D-pad. Whoops. Or until you run off the edge. But pretty much, don't touch the sticky ceiling if you're not supposed to. Thank you very much for the heart me, DJ Errol. I really appreciate it. Couldn't tell what I was supposed to do with that shell right away. Yeah, you don't want to know why the ceiling is sticky. Spinny shell. That's a spin jump coin. Underground shells. Hey, RL Dead. We go out in front. I feel like bumping that shell is asking for trouble. Yeah. Because you're sacrificing a lot of height when dealing with the shell bump. Christina, thank you so much for the gifts. Waddy shell. Take all 5 coins to pass the game. Wow!
Hi.
Really
I have
threaded that
nothing
needle.
funny, just hi.
Osa, thank you for continuing to be a YouTuber. Eight. I need to bounce off that shell. That's gonna make it travel a little further. That's a long time. What was I doing 17 months ago? Do I even need to throw that right? Or throw that left, I mean? I don't think so. Nope. Cassio? This is the shell level from Cassio. Hey, Dash. Heady shell. Perchance Mario. Yeah, that sounds about right. That would have been back in 2024. That wouldn't have been my first time doing it, though. Yeah, I've said for a long time that this is probably the easiest shell hack out there. There's... having played everything now, there's probably easier ones. You go back to Kaizo on Friday? With Cassio? Kaizo Fridays? I'm also doing something interesting on Friday, Dash. It may not be an every Friday thing. Oh, Tebeo looks really good. That's a hack that's been on my radar for a super long time. I think Tebeo is Nerve. I could be wrong. I might be thinking of a different hack. Hey, Kraken. Yeah. I don't remember who I watched play Tadeo. It could have been Juz. Dr. K? Well, definitely an Australian. Groovy Shell. That's what matters.
Hello there.
Seems like a very Australian-friendly hack. Sure hope I don't need that P-speed. I don't need that P-speed. I'll tell you what, Dash, Marvis made it look really easy. Oops. I actually don't know what Marvis looks like. I think I could just skip that one. Hi. What are you doing, you little kitty cat? Baney Bane. Hi. Why are you being so loud today? Not you. Do you want some treats? Do you want some treats? You can have some too. It's cat treat time. Here you go. Here you go. Castle of Shell. For some reason, I'm reading those as not regular spikes, but as blocks you can safely travel up through the bottom of, and that's just not what they are. He is. He takes his job very seriously. Hey, Hypey. Hypey, are there more Kaizo races happening soon? I haven't been paying attention. I feel like there was one scheduled. Oh, shoot. Well. Yeah, I'd love to try and get, some casual races in. I think that would be fun. I say actively working against anybody's ability to race against me. Credit! Music by music people. Patches by patches people. Blocks by blocks people. Graphics by graphics people. Playtester. AI Games, Acklays, Saffros, Sakaya Live, Zuckerberg. The German Kaizo community. Thanks for playing. GG. Thank you, Greca. Alright, that's Sheltopia. Nine exits. Yeah, I don't think I would enjoy speedruns of Sheltopia. Alright. Well, it's that time again. Time to spin the next hack. Christina, thank you so much for the GGs. Let's bring up our difficulty wheel first. Sheltopia was hack number 270. Another intermediate hack. I also really think Sheltopia should be intermediate. Alright, let's see what we got. Some good ones still left on the list. Hey, Easy Land 2. Easy Land 2. Easy Land 2. Get out of here, wheels. For Casso Fanstein, how long has that change happened? You know, I think I like that one better. Honestly, I think I do. Alright, I think I've got all my paperwork done. Let's go ahead and swap up to Easy Land 2. Easy Land. I think we've done both the other two Easy Lands. Yes, this is the last Easy Land, and probably the last Ricardo hack for Beginnerthon, if I had to guess, because I don't think Ricardo's making that many beginner hacks. There is the one that he did that came out after I started. Playground? Alright. Yeah, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Gosh, I like Easy Land. All three of them are good. Hope you have fun. Good luck. Give me that dang moon. Gabby Florentino. Mm-hmm. Yep. No D-pad or run button. Thanks, Ricardo. GG. All the setups are given to you for free. Generally with Easy Land, it has you doing stuff that looks cool, that is very, very easy to pull off. Roberta Max! Like, I'm basically just holding run, or holding jump and right, and everything lines up where I need it to. Okay, well, I need that shell. Ricardo, that was so mean! What? Oh, that's one of those jumping clouds. No? Oh, I have a double jump. Got it. Right. No, I missed the moon. I got a spin jump. GG. I think that's one of the things that, Debs, that Ricardo was going for, was to make something that played a lot easier than it looks. Come on, Ricardo. He's gone mad with Kaizo power. Daniel's in gamer. I disagree. Alright, well I need to hit that P-switch. I think I need to hit the P-switch and then carry it across the goal tape. Like that. Yeah. If I didn't get the mushroom, I would have walked off the edge. MW Games. Yeah, that Yoshi needs to bounce off the block. And those munchers are deadly for him to stand on, which I should have realized. There we go. Do retro games. So I could have used the iframes from going through the pipe after taking damage to jump on the muncher and get the moon. And I choose not to do that thing. Pactos LGX. Really? We're gonna take a quick break after I finish this level. Could be a quick one. well. Okay, just keep going. I think it's gonna time itself. Sure did, and then that's fake. It's fake? It's fake. Alright, I'm gonna take my break. We got a couple minutes of ads that we're gonna sit out, and I'll be back very soon. Enjoy the shorts. I need a mushroom to get through some turn blocks that are at the end of the level. I'm also making sure I get the gamer coin there. This is very unusual to control, but you kind of get the hang of it after a while. Alright, that mushroom's not going anywhere. Break through these turn blocks. There's another set of turn blocks over here. I need to make sure that Yoshi does not get away from me when I spin off of him. And now I get to ditch Yoshi. And if I were to touch that goal, I would actually fall into that lava and die. And I'm going to grab this spring at the end. It's going to let me get some more height and hopefully get some stars off of this goal tape. And I got no stars. Shit! This is Pipe Cleaner Shells from Joker Shell OK. Compared to some other levels in here, the shell jumps are pretty straightforward. The only move I thought was tricky is the forward bump on this shell here. But what really makes this challenging is the raising and lowering acid. It's controlled by the on-off state, but when it's on, it goes up, and when it's off, it goes back down. You have to be incredibly fast getting rid of this stack of throw blocks right here. And there were just a ton of optimizations and tiny adjustments that had to be made to avoid the acid. Such as slowing down on this last pipe here. Let's go. Hell yeah. See, that really wasn't that bad. I like that one a lot, in fact. That felt very fun. Super duper incredibly tight on the throw block part. Hey, Sauce Pal. Thank you, having a pretty good one so far. Although, it started out pretty crummy, because my power was out early this morning. They were out here to fix it. It took them a while, though. GD Lima. Lima? Don't hold jump. Don't regrab. That's so good. That's such a good series of setups. Just trust the level. Everything will work out, just trust it. Maybe don't trust it that much. That's funny. Basically an auto level, except for the very, very, very end. There's my good boy. Igor 9000. I appreciate Ricardo not just giving a level where you hold right the whole time. I think that's the right choice. He's a sleepy boy. Okay. That's cool. That's really cool. You don't have to up throw that P-switch, but that's probably the easiest way to do that. Taverna Mugiwara. Weird to feed Yoshi a fire flower. Got him. Fake shell jump followed by a Kaizo block. There is more than one. Fake hole? Yeah. That's so funny. Ban shell. I think Ricardo is trusting the player to be able to beat his sections enough to troll you at the end. They're really gentle trolls. I need to... actually I don't need to wait. Couldn't think of it. That's not a shell jump. Okay, well it is, but not, like, immediately directly. This is, really weird with the decreased gravity for shells. Jump or reset? I don't have to reset. Roke games. No, it's not mandatory. There have been mandatory EMs, but that's definitely not one of them. That was really strange. That's a really kind bump setup there. You're allowed to bump that shell in either direction. I just somehow managed to avoid hitting it until super low both times there. Granudo Games. Alright. I think that platform is one of the ones that goes down and then comes back up. Over the thwomp, not through it. Attention, the gray coin indicates action of Yoshi's tongue. Okay. I need to eat the P-switch and then spit it out immediately. Kinda like that. A little different. Raining again. Orb. Cat makes! Attention, this castle has motor skill mechanics. Bin. I think I need to spin through that shell that gets left behind to the blue one. Yeah. Don't grab it. Oh no. You got a whole jump there. Thanks, third wall. And we've got that coin glitch. Hitting the block underneath the coin collects the coin and turns it into a solid block for you to stand on. It's invisible. I was telling them! Thank you, Peaches. Alright, we should have one last level here. To Kaizo skills. It's one of these. I didn't need that message box. Oh, I remember this level. This one's really cool. It ends up putting the shell in your hand along with other objects.
Fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna call my ISP again. It's great. Great. It's what everybody loves to see.
I'm on hold.
I'm on the phone with my ISP right now, by the way. This is the end of Easy Land 2. They're checking on things. Hopefully we can get something figured out, or at least an acknowledgement of there being problems. They're probably going to ask me to do troubleshooting, which would require me to be offline. But we'll see. I had such an extensive history from September of last year that I'm hoping they can just review everything from back then. But we'll see. Just kind of been holding until we'll figure out what to do next. Everything's working great right now, that's for sure. Apparently they're aware of some kind of issues. They have my contact information. They know I'm willing to do testing. So if there's anything that can be done, we'll do something. Anyway, let's make sure we got all 16 exits. That looks like 16 to me. That was Easyland 2. Hi, Muzz. Muzz, you've caught me right after I had the stream on mute for a good 15 minutes while I was talking to my ISP. Because stuff has been breaking. But we're getting started again. Yeah, great timing. It was great timing. We just finished up Easyland 2. This was the 271st ROM hack that we've played in my Kaizo Beginnerthon. We're about to spin the next hack. Let's bring up the wheel for the difficulty. It'll be either intermediate or advanced. We are down to a very scant number of intermediate hacks now. Incoming Casio. Advanced. I've been talking to Dash, and he's been talking about doing Casio, doing Omega Fennel, and I think I want to do the shell level. Hi, Linda. MLP fan. Thanks for coming along, guys. Swiftly 17. I've played Swiftly 17 before. Let me get this written down on my list here. Swiftly 17 by Lee12 UK. It is a 17 exit hack. Swiftly 17. Get out of here, wheel. Muzz. I have actually been meaning to ask you, because I've seen that you have a history of sometimes playing the fork knife. If maybe we could be epic friends. Okay, there's that. Swiftly. Musby CG? Okay. Alright. That's all my paperwork done. No. Not quite all done. There we go. Did I hit the right button? Is it going? I am, yes. Let me stop my recording and restart it, because it got stuck. There we go. Swiftly 17 is an advanced hack. Let's go. Thank you, Muzz.
Let's go.
I don't think the timing for when I usually play works out, but maybe. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. I've played Swiftly 17 before. I think it was a long time ago, though. Let's go to Toro. You should, Dash. You should. How do you... How does one get this moon? Oh well. Okay, be faster. Oh, I can stand on those. I thought they killed me. Sorted. Sorted in what way? I thought it was... Mind you, I've not been keeping up, but I thought that it was a total loss. You need to say, will they fix it? If they'll fix it, that would be awesome.
Hello there.
You can ask me to sell my spare. I actually do need to sell mine. Spinning bird kick. Doesn't it not turn on? Isn't that the whole thing? Yeah, I know. And that is the reason I need to sell mine, because of how absolutely redonkulous the price has been. Hell no, I'm not selling my used one. It's got all my signatures on it. It's signed by Barb and Juzz and Glitchcat and Carl Sagan. Swap the cases. I mean, Juzz's signature will probably clean off, but I want to keep the others. I keep feeling like these, Yo, Sam, thank you so much for the $5 super. Oops. Ironically, Juzz's signature is the one that's smudged, and it's my fault. I had to figure out a way to seal all those signatures. And I was using it in the meantime, and his signature is the closest to where my greasy, grimy fingers touch the device. Oh, I can't pick that up. What is that? Is that... I think those are Borgie blocks. Yeah, I think they are Borgie blocks. Maybe I'm wrong. What a massive service Borgie has done for the entire Kaizo community with those wonderful, wonderful blocks. Hot Skull Buzz. No. That seemed wrong. That seemed very wrong, actually. Good setups. Good setups. What is that guy? I don't even know what I'm looking at. I think he was doing Gangnam Style? Okay. Don't grab that Buzzy Beetle. It's not what he's there for. Cool level. Very cool. Good use of those falling Buzzy Beetles. Ships and giggles. Thinking about pirates. Oh. You know what this makes me think of is, Super Struggler World. Just kind of the way it looks. Why did I go for that moon? That was such a bad idea. You know, wow. If I'm being 100% honest, if my Super NT died, I don't think I would even use any of my backups. Hitless Trilogy? Holy crap. But what about All-Stars Deathless? Whoa, you already got DKC1 hitless? Holy crap. Could I recommend this little hack that I ran into called Mario's Superior Platforming Physics Challenge? I commented on Katoon. I probably mentioned this earlier. I commented on Katoon's video thanking him for having a video for me to be able to copy his strats from. And he was like, yeah, I think this should have been a master hack. And Katoon has played even more Kaizo than I have. If you ask the list that I made on Gigantic Bucket's website, it says that I've done 500 hacks. Katoon's in at like 1400, which is crazy. Crazy. I need to wait at the beginning. It's hard to do that. The hardest trick in Kaizo. I definitely need the shell. It is, what do you call it? Tidewater. That's what I need the mushroom for. T-speed, catch back up to the bubble. It was all worth it for that sweet, sweet boss fight, though. Whoops. Ooh, okay. Alright. I gotta keep going through. More damage boosting on the yellow munchers. The only problem is I'm bonking the wall there. Not coming down as smoothly on the munchers as I want to. Cool. Cool ending. We've got the bouncy bubbles. Okay. Good setup, good indication. Okay. Notes and ghosts. Both of them, single use. Cool. Really cool. I didn't expect for those to actually be bouncing off the wall. Wall and or note block. Ah! I knew my timing was off as soon as I made that jump. No! Really thought I messed that one up. Well, hello. It's a fishing boo. And try one more time to go fast. Okay, well... I should have realized that would be a split and boo because of the other one in this section also splitting. Oh, I don't have a spin jump anymore. Whoa! That was not a very comfy landing. I thought I would be fine. Ooh. I think I'm gonna wait for the fishing boom. I don't like to. But I think it's a lot more consistent than getting him to swing so far back to the right while I'm jumping out. I don't want that moon, actually. Oh, I remember this boss fight. I think it gives you just enough time to make everything work. Maybe it's a little more generous. I'm thinking of a different boss, I think. That was a cool one. Good level. Sure you can, Shrubland. Oh, I was misreading that. It's Ken's theme. That goes with everything. Sure. That one was solid. Cool level. Very cool level. Rustic Ravine. It's DKC music. Oops. I'm getting so lucky to hit that block because I'm going too fast. And then after I hit it, I ruin it by... doing too small of a jump. No. Yeah, I guess there's not any explanation for how the Koopas actually kill him. Or anything else that does, for that matter. Like, maybe Mario's just allergic. Nice. Good vine grab. Scary. That's true. They're just kind of waddling around. They look like they wouldn't hurt anybody. It's the Rex move. Hey Gramps, I'm doing alright. I've had internet problems again today, which is not my favorite. But basically what they said is... Oh, I hit it too early. That's not what they said. What they said is, that they've seen reports of other issues recently. So maybe they're already aware of it. Which is a whole heck of a lot better than the last time that I had trouble and asked them about it. Because, like, I really have to hand it to their support people. Like, they've been fantastic every time I've talked to them. They're just maybe not the best at actually having problems get fixed. But, considering how crappy my problem is, I mean, I get it. It's just for the moon? What am I gonna do with this moon?
Have we always had the Sonic music? The Sonic fanfare? Excuse me.
Muldoon Marsh. Hey, Sulky Solid, thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying. Cool setup. Yeah, I think this is a really cool hack. Oh, good. Thank you for the gold coin, Sulky Solid. I'm gonna try something different for dinner tonight. Different being something I've never tried cooking, which is chard? I think? It's one of those leafy green vegetables. I don't do a whole lot of greens. Okay, I guessed incorrectly about where to use that throw block. I was assuming that I would be throwing it pretty much right away to prevent the possibility of... Oh, that's exciting. I feel like people were down on that, like, from what they had seen before. But I just came across Mina the Hollower trailer not that long ago. Looks great to me.
Hello there.
Do you think it is? Link to the Past? Really? I would think the other one. Deserted for... excuse me. Deserted. Desert. Deserted? Candy. Oh, it actually is. Somebody took the desert and they made it dessert. Why haven't there been a million games in the style of A Link to the Past? Isn't that everybody's favorite? Okay, I'm still not sure if I get that. I don't know, I feel like a top-down perspective is probably the one that makes the most sense to people that are coming into games for the first time, because it's like, you know, I push this button on my controller. Oh, I push this button on my controller, or this direction on the D-pad, and the little man on screen moves in the direction that I'm pressing. Fort Follow Fish. Oh, good gimmick. Got it? Well, just thinking about things that were mega hits. Space Invaders, Pac-Man. But I think I get what you mean. Yeah, Actraiser's super good. This is more Actraiser, right? Yeah. You're right. 2D platformers are always better received. That's why everyone loves Zelda 2. You know what I was kind of interested in looking at, and it was purely because of the emails I had received about it. It was Bubsy 4D, because it launched with crowd control support, which I don't know what that means for a Bubsy game. Because I played Bubsy 1 and 2, maybe just 1. Wow, did I hate it. But apparently it's supposed to be competent. And like a game that doesn't overstay its welcome. How many? That many. That's something I think would be really cool to see, is developers officially supporting stuff like crowd control or doing randomizers for their stuff. Ice Pop Stop.
Hello there. Hello there.
I think I probably need